When you look at a computer-generated figure or a humanoid robot bearing near identical resemblance to a human being, you may feel a sense of unease or revulsion. This phenomenon is called the uncanny valley. Could this same phenomenon be applied to the food that we eat? What if there was a hamburger made of real meat, but the meat was grown in a lab instead of on a farm? It turns out lab-grown meat is a real thing, and you might even see it being sold at the grocery store in the next few years. Hi everyone, my name is Rayan, and welcome to Creative Engineering. Lab-grown meat, sometimes also called clean meat or cultured meat, is a form of cellular agriculture. As the name suggests, it's essentially meat grown in a lab. Using stem cells extracted from animals, scientists and researchers are able to produce products without the slaughter of any farm animals. In fact, there are claims that scientists could culture 50,000 tons of meat from only 10 muscle cells within 2 months. The goal of lab-grown meat is for us to be able to eat as much as we would like without having to slaughter any farm animals and without having to use any land, water, or other valuable resources. As many international dietary guidelines advise consumers to reduce meat consumption, lab-grown meat has been suggested as more environmentally friendly. However, while leaders in this research aim to make these products sustainable, affordable, and delicious, these highly ambitious goals are still in the works. In Canada, the research into lab-cultured meat has gained attention over the last few years. Currently, Appleton Meats and Future Foods are two companies that are leading the lab-cultured meat industry here. Appleton Meats is a cellular agriculture company working on scaling up the production of clean ground beef. The company is located in Vancouver and was founded in 2017 by Sid Dean. Appleton Meats is currently a privately funded company working on cellular agricultural methods to produce clean ground beef, chicken, and mouse meat cat treats. The company plans on launching their products by 2020 to 2024. Many clean meat startup uses FBS, fetal bovine serum, as the growth media for their products. The FBM serum is controversial due to the circumstances in which it has to be harvested from the blood of the fetuses of slaughtered pregnant cows, and this taints the idea of clean meat. Thus, Future Foods, a cellular agriculture company based in Edmonton, Alberta, aims to produce a clean and affordable alternative to fetal bovine serum. They make available growth medium for up to 99% reduced cost by using a technology that can fully replace the need for standard bovine serum and other classic media formulations. As it stands, there seems to be some positives and negatives to lab-grown meat. Let's take a closer look to see how it compares to traditional meat production. So, is lab-grown meat good for us? Something unique about lab-grown meat is that we can manipulate it in order to meet specific health and nutritional outcomes. For instance, cultured meat can be grown to have fewer saturated fats and have added vitamins and minerals. As we know, meat is high in minerals such as iron, zinc, selenium, and vitamin B12. Engineers and scientists are still trying to understand the effects of other minerals and vitamins in cultured meats. Meat is high in proteins that have essential amino acids that are critical to us in all parts of our body, as they function in making proteins and synthesizing hormones. Proteins such as collagen are used currently to engineer muscle tissue. However, collagen is made up of mainly non-essential amino acids and would contribute to 25% of the total protein in cultured meats. This means that the overall quality of the protein could potentially decrease in cultured meat. Secondly, fewer essential fatty acids can be found in cultured meat. However, more research is needed on this, and the use of plant-based fatty acids are currently being tested as a fat substitute in cultured meat products. Researchers also claim that this cultured form of food decreases the exposure of meat since it's created under a controlled environment. Therefore, consumers are less likely to be exposed to dangerous bacteria, disease, or excessive ingestion of antibiotics. Plus, the chemicals, pesticides, and fungicides that conventional farming currently uses wouldn't be present with lab-grown meat. Overall, there has been little research on the nutritional assessment of lab-grown meat, as no products have been available to assess. Therefore, research is scarce and only assumptions can be made at this time. Now, let's address the bigger issue. Could lab-grown meat really be the solution to mitigate the environmental impact that our carnivorous diet has caused on our planet? We know that food production is among the highest human environmental impacting activities. Agriculture itself accounts for 70 to 85% of water footprint, and livestock production accounts for 14.5% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Although lab-grown meat is being presented as a more environmentally friendly alternative, a study in 2019 suggests that lab-grown meat could actually accelerate climate change in the long run. While methane and nitrous oxide gas is harmful in the short term, carbon dioxide lasts longer in our atmosphere and accumulates over time. If scientists and engineers cannot find a cleaner way to produce this meat, then lab-cultured meat could do more harm than good to our environment. The jury is still out on whether or not cultured meat can meet its sustainability goals. One thing we know for sure is that lab-cultured meat is definitely more animal-friendly than standard meat production. Researchers are moving away from the FBS method, as this method requires extracting stem cells from animals. This cruelty-free method has resulted in PETA's endorsement of lab-grown meat alternatives. Some companies have also begun creating alternatives for dishes such as foie gras. Foie gras is a delicacy dish made of duck or goose liver that has become abnormally enlarged due to excessive force feeding. Replacing this process with lab-grown meat alternative could reduce the issue of animal cruelty without having to eliminate the entree. The product hasn't yet been released to the public, so it is a little bit tricky to know exactly how much we can expect lab-grown meat to cost. While lab-grown meat was first presented to the world 7 years ago, a single hamburger costed an astonishing of $280,000. Now, one patty is estimated to be a much more affordable $10. While that's a huge discount compared to $280,000, it's still a steep price to pay for a hamburger compared to a Big Mac at only $3.99. Even if engineers can make cultured meat a price that is more affordable for the average consumer, they will face another obstacle when encountering farmers' unions such as the U.S. Cattlemen's Association. In some parts of the world, regulation has already been passed banning cell-cultured meat to be labeled as meat. Some of these policies also ban the use of terms such as beef, burger, or hot dog when the product hasn't been harvested from animals raised in a traditional manner. If these products cannot use this kind of language on their packaging, they might be difficult to sell in grocery stores. And if consumers don't understand what the product is, they're less likely to purchase it too. As you can see, there is still a lot of development that needs to take place before lab-cultured meat becomes the eco-friendly, delicious, and healthy meat choice that scientists hope it can be. Would you consider trying lab-cultured meat if it's being sold at your local grocery store? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. If you got any value out of it, please consider liking and subscribing, and hitting the little bell icon to be notified every time we post a video. Thank you. Bye.